If you like my videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. And to be alerted on new videos, don't forget to hit that bell. It's all free.
Good morning, YouTube. Girl Friday Jennifer. By the time this video reaches you, it may not be morning, but right now it is a Saturday morning. I am getting ready to do Uber Eats. I've been a little under the weather. I went to get my hair retightened and my loctician. I believe she had a cold. She had a cold. I haven't had a cold in a couple of years. She had a cold. Now I have a cold. So I'm fighting that. So that's why I sound a little nasal. I'm battling that. But anyway, I'm getting ready to stop, get a little gas. How much is the gas? It's $2.06. Stop at my favorite Quick Trip, get some gas, and then I'm gonna do some Uber Eats this early a.m. and I'm sure you all have recently heard, or if you haven't, will hear about the most recent attack on our Uber Eats driver, which is quite disturbing. I have a lounger because anyway. It's quite disturbing, and I want to talk about it. So let me let you take a look at this latest video. If you have not seen it, you take a look at it, and I'll be right back just to talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
Incident happening outside an IHOP near 24th Street and Baseline, and that is where our Megan Thompson is this morning. Megan, you're learning that this was an Uber Eats driver?
That is correct, Kaylee. That driver actually coming to this IHOP right here behind me to pick up a food delivery order for one of their customers. That's when Phoenix police say 3 suspects approached them with a gun, demanding they give up the car. A fight broke out and the driver seriously injured in that attack, but still the 3 suspects, 2 men and a woman, got away in that driver's car. In a statement, Uber writing, "What the driver experienced is disturbing. We stand ready to work with police on the investigation." Uber has just recently rolled out a 911 feature in about 40 cities. Phoenix not included in that just yet, but the technology includes an emergency button within the app and information like location, license plate, the make, model of the car. That's sent straight to dispatchers without the driver having to say a word. Now, this is the 3rd driver attack in the Valley in just the last couple of weeks. A pregnant Lyft driver was stabbed and killed in Tempe, with the passenger stealing her car. He is now facing murder charges. Then a week after that attack, an Uber driver had his throat slit by a passenger but survived. In this latest incident overnight involving that Uber Eats driver, we're told even though those injuries are serious from that attack, police say this driver is expected to be okay. We've also reached out again to Phoenix police this morning, Kaylee, to really ask for a suspect description, even maybe if they can provide the make and model of that vehicle. As soon as we get some more information, we'll pass it along to you.
Yeah, hopefully that will happen. You think about that driver, and thankfully they are going to be okay. It's still so scary, Megan.
I'm still very happy that it's still, what, $12? That's how many gallons my little tank holds. So, again, that video, very, very, very disturbing, right? All right, so she mentioned on there about this feature, right, that allows you to call 911 from the app, and it'll already pinpoint your location. So right after seeing this video, I immediately went to my app to see, you know, how can this be done, because I wasn't aware this was a feature that had been rolled out. Okay, so I'm not sure if you are aware, but if you're not, let me share that with you as well. So anyway, you see here, we're on my Uber Eats app, my Uber app. I haven't started my day for today, that's why it's at $0, of course. And I haven't went online yet because I haven't gotten to the area I want to be in yet. But anyway, so I started looking for it. I was like, okay, where is it? It's right here on this screen, but at first I didn't know how to call 911. So of course, you know, I went to my little profile, my little head right there, and I hit the help button. Okay, activity, my first thought, right? So I thought, okay, I didn't even know this stuff right here was there, but I said, okay, reporting criminal activity. And there it is, reporting criminal activities in case of an emergency. And you see what it says, call 911, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can read it yourself. I'm driving, still driving, so I'm not gonna read that, of course. And then non-emergency, so on and so forth. If you drive for Uber, go back and take a look at that. Anyway, so now that we know where it is, I went back there. Go back to your home, right? It's right here. Click that, and you dial 911 for assistance. Cut me off. I guess I get tired of hearing what I was saying. Anyway, I was saying that I'm always careful. Okay, a couple things I do when I go to different restaurants. I try to always park as close as possible to the door. That's just for me, you know. I try to park very close to the restaurant. I don't work at night. I don't work at night because I'm uncomfortable with working at night. Okay? But, so I think I mentioned before I got cut off that when I go to the restaurant, I try to park as close as possible to the restaurant to pick up the order so I won't have to walk that far. I don't work at night, or after dark, I should say. Another thing that I do when I go to the restaurant and when I'm going to the customer, my keys are always very close on me. And I think I'm gonna get a keychain pepper spray. But what I was gonna say about my keys, you know, your keys can be used as a weapon too. So I have it's a. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, it's like this. So it's always like this. This is how I carry my keys.
Let me stop real quick and say this. In that video, in that situation that happened in Phoenix, the Uber Eats driver was approached and they demanded his keys. I watched another video and the driver said that he refused to give him his keys, and then they went on to pistol whip him, I believe, hit him with a gun, and then take the keys and whatever else and drive off in the car. And I was speaking with my cousin on the phone earlier, and I was saying, why didn't he just give them the keys? And what she was saying, well, he probably didn't have insurance on his car. He was thinking, girl, I work real hard for my car, and you know, whatever, this is my livelihood. And I get it. I do get it. But this is your life. You never know. If it would have escalated to something more serious, I would have given him the keys. So yeah. I'm saying on this video, yes, how I hold my keys. That's saying if I'm attacked, you know, what I use to protect myself, but not with a gun. Okay, keys against a gun or knife or anything like that. Then come on.
I always have my keys on me when I deliver the food, and when I'm also in the restaurant. I try to back in so I can get out faster if need be. Even at the restaurant, and also when I go to the customer. So what I mean by that, when I deliver to the customer, if I'm delivering it to a home, I don't drop all the way into the driveway. I mostly back into the driveway, or I'm at the end of the driveway, or I'm parallel, meaning if I need to run and get in my car, I got my keys on me, right? And my car, I don't have to back out or worry about that, getting out of someone's driveway. I'm very close to the street. My container, this right here. So this is in this, and then this is the hot bag. So okay, a couple things about that. The reason why I do it like that, because it's in a hot bag for one thing, but also when I'm delivering to the customer, I hold it like this so they can get the items out. So I mentioned before in one of my videos that if I go up to a home, house, whatever, wherever I'm delivering to, I always take like 3 steps back so I'm not standing in their doorway, so it's not that easy to grab me. Also, another thing I don't do is like hand them the food anymore. I don't do that anymore. I stopped doing that a long time ago. So I showed you how I hold the bag. Well, they have to use their hand to open up the top flap of this hot bag to get the food out while I'm holding the ends of it, meaning you're using your hands to do that. And if you're trying to do anything other than that, I'm going to see that right away, and then I'm on edge. I'm alarmed that something is happening that shouldn't be happening. So now that I said that, that brings up another thing that I do. That I was going through my app the other day, and I see that a restaurant gave me a thumbs down. And the reason why they gave me a thumbs down, they said I didn't bring in I didn't have a hot bag, and they expect you to have a hot bag. Well, I remember, I think I know which restaurant did that, and the reason why I didn't have my hot bag for that restaurant is well, I leave a lot of times I leave the hot bag in the car. I put the food in the hot bag once I reach the car. That was during the summer. But as I think about some of the areas that I'm in, I prefer to not take the hot bag in because it's calling attention to you. Then you're letting everyone know what you're doing. So if it's an area that I don't feel that comfortable with being in, I'm not going to take the bag in. I'm going to still put your food in the hot bag, but it's going to be once I reach my car. I'm not going to take it into the restaurant. That's just the way it is. You want to mark me down, mark me down. And that also goes to say when I deliver it to the residents, depending on the residents, if I'm feeling a little whatever, I'm not going to use a hot bag. I'm going to just carry it in like I'm a tenant or a resident there, or this is my home and I'm just carrying the bag, because also that calls attention to you and your target. Whatever. I mean, I can only do certain things. What I'm not willing to do, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, because we take risks all the time. Different things that we do, different work, or things in our everyday lives. So I can't let evil dictate my life. I can't let it dictate my flexibility. Only thing that I can do is try to be as careful as possible, which is what I plan on doing, what I need to do. So anyway, I came out here early today to work Ubereats, because I am going to spend, so I'm going to pick my daughter up around 2:30, because we're going to go to a late lunch and then we're going to go to the movies. So that's what I'm making money for right now, is to spend that money. All the money I make, pretty much I'm going to spend it today and have me a great day hanging out with my daughters. So roundhouse. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. I want to talk about the situation that recently happened, just share some of the things that I do to try to be as safe as possible, and I hope that you're being safe as well. So anyway, that's all for me, and you have a fabulous day.